Hi guys, I'm getting ready to do my walk, but I thought I would show you my puzzle. Brittany came over this past weekend and we worked on it together. See, the only part left here is just where you see the black, that's the table, and then these little pieces around the sides. But it's coming along pretty good. You guys can see it closer. I should be done before the end of the day. Man. Well, good morning, everybody. It is 6:45 a.m. We got that one going. That's not cool. Okay. All right. Here we go. It's Monday morning, by the way. So, that's that. Good to be back out here. Brittany came over this past weekend and we all but finished the puzzle. Just have one little section that I'm gonna include in this video so you can see how much we got done. So I guess I got over whatever I was tripping off of yesterday or last week. Week. Because I only got out on Monday last week. And the scale shows it. So I gotta be better with my getting out into the walking. I didn't do much this weekend after Brittany left. Well, she's doing fine. She had me cracking up. She's a little comedian. She's so funny. When when I found a piece that fit in the puzzle, she would go, boom goes the dynamite. And she'd do this little dance. You'd have to see her do it to really appreciate boom goes the dynamite. It's this program that she watches called Ridiculousness, and they do little crazy stuff like that. Much else has been going on. She came over on Saturday, early actually. She spent about 5 or 6 hours over my house, like all day. She took me to the tree shop. We went to Popeyes. I had been craving Popeyes. I watched a mukbang or mukbang videos on YouTube, and well, if you don't know what those are, they're videos of people eating, and I must have been craving some Popeyes chicken, and I've been watching these mukbangs, and it was very interesting because it was satisfying to me. I mean, I didn't have any way to get any Popeyes chicken, but it was very satisfying to me to watch those videos. And then, you know, after watching those particular ones, I started watching other kinds of mukbangs. Like they did shrimp and crab legs. One guy did lobster tails. He did what he called $1,000 mukbang. And they went and bought like all this food and cooked it up and ate it. I'm just curious to know. Now, this guy who did the $1,000 mukbang, he ordered. He invited a lot of his friends over to eat. But sometimes you see them doing it and it's just one person for like all this food, and you watch the whole program and they haven't even finished all the food. So I'm just curious, what do they do with all that extra food? I did kind of a mukbang myself this weekend. I had some chicken wings after I finished all of the Popeyes chicken, which didn't eat it in one day. It took me a couple of days to eat it, but I had been craving it for so long that I guess I just wanted to eat it fresh. So I ate it all day Saturday and all day Sunday. So I think I've had my fill of fried chicken. I wonder if school has started yet. I see some cars here at the school up here. So it's going on 7 o'clock, not 8. I have to remember that. So it just says Heritage Christian School. It doesn't say when classes start. I'm assuming classes have already started. Today is the first day, maybe. Because I see them dropping kids off. Pardon me. Well, look at that car there. Just pulled out in front of everybody. Okay. Go hang on with your bad self. So I was watching that car, and they were going from one side of Woodley to the other side of Woodley. And they just pulled out into the middle of the street when there were no cars coming on their immediate side. And then they just hung out in the middle until the cars stopped coming from the opposite way. Okay, I have to stop. I have to stop and take a breath. Uh-oh. I better watch it where I decide to stop. I go. Okay. So the sprinklers over by my apartment, they come on, well, they came on this morning at about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And I know that because I was awake. Don't ask me why I was awake, but I couldn't sleep, and so I ended up staying awake. I like to wait and make sure no cars are coming before I decide to make my turn. Okay, looks like I can go. Yeah, it's not too bad out here. Not too bad at all. Good morning. I see the same people. I don't see how some people out here wearing these big sweatshirts, sweat jackets, and sweaters. I have a sweater tied around my waist, but to me it's too hot. And it's only about 60-something degrees out here. But you guys know, I don't like it hot at all. I'm glad I got out here this morning. Despite having woke up at 2:30, well, about 2, I still got a couple hours of decent sleep. So that's good. So yeah, Brittany came over. We were putting together the puzzle, and she explained to me, like I didn't already know, that putting the puzzle together requires time and patience. and according to her, background music. So she found some playlists on YouTube and put them on the computer. And so she and I, we basically spent the time listening to music, singing, and putting together the puzzle. So I'm all ready to start the next one. The next one's gonna be a garden. They have a lot of puzzles downstairs in our library. The problem is, some of them are missing pieces. Good morning. Some of them are missing pieces, and that can be quite frustrating. When you're looking for a piece for a puzzle, it can be quite frustrating when you think the piece might not be there at all. So I had gotten a couple from the library, so we'll see how they do. Okay. We did pretty good. We're at 15 minutes right now. Maybe I'll walk down here to this other pole and then we'll turn around and walk back. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be finished with my puzzle before the end of the day. And then I'll go ahead and start preparing for the other one. I was watching Dick Van Dyke, or the Dick Van Dyke Show, and because I had never really paid attention and started watching it, and it seems like the Petries had a little bit of money. Well, he was a writer for a television show, so he had to have some kind of decent money. But their comedy is more like slapstick comedy. You know, running in the doors, slamming your hand into the desk drawer, accidentally falling over. One thing he likes to do is pretend like he's drunk and then get sobered up real quick, almost instantly. So yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, so I binge watched Dick Van Dyke for about, well, before I started watching Dick Van Dyke, I watched The Big Valley. And it was the episode with, I think his name is Yaphet Koffi. Yaphet Koffi, I think. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But he was a Buffalo Soldier, and he had done something in jail where he had to, you know, serve time in prison. And so, um, the people on the farm, which I can't remember their names. Oh, the Barkleys. They're the Barkleys. Um, they need somebody to help them pick their peaches. And so they got some people from the prison, from I guess the local prison, I don't know. But they got some people from the prison to come down and help them by, picking these peach orchards. And so the Buffalo Soldier, his name was Damien. He didn't like the guy who was supposed to be his keeper, prison keeper. And the guy didn't like him. Maybe because he was black, I don't know. Because Yaphet was the only black person in the show. No, I take that back. They did have their butler serve them something, so there was one other darky there. Anyway, so we're at 20 minutes now. Make sure I don't have to walk past any water. I hope I don't get wet. I wonder why they put these sprinklers on when they know people are walking past here. That's so mean. And it's too warm out here for them to be watering anyway. But that's neither here nor there. I forgot what I was talking about. I was so worried that I was going to get wet. Messed up my walkie talk. Anyway, so turns out at the end of the episode, Yaphet, or Damien, they ended up killing the protector, the overseer, and they killed the other two inmates because there was 3 of them all together. But he ended up having to kill one with his bare hands, and the other one I think he shot. And so hopefully he got, recognized for saving the Bartlett family and didn't have to spend any more time in jail. Because they were the other 2 prisoners were going to kidnap the 2 Bartlett women, and one of the women said, "No, if you take us, eventually you'll have to kill us." And so that's where Damien made his stance. Like, look, I'm gonna have to kill these guys because they're gonna kill me. So it was a pretty good episode, about an hour and a half long. But Brittany and I, we were eating, and on Saturdays they have like all westerns on certain stations, and this was one show that we were eating. It was on television, and so we just kind of got interested in it, but we didn't watch it all the way through. So, not to worry though. I was able to look it up on YouTube and find it because we didn't. She wanted to start on the puzzle, and I was listening to the program, and I thought, wait a minute, she's here visiting me. I'm supposed to be entertaining her. So I had to turn the TV off, which was fine because, like I said, I was able to find the program later and watch it all the way through. So yeah, it was good. It reminds me, I got a whole chicken in the freezer, and it's rock hard. I should have taken it out when I left out of the apartment this morning, but I gotta get it out so I can thaw it. Otherwise, it's not gonna be ready in time for dinner. I was gonna cook half of it tonight and then freeze the other half. Well, I don't know, can I refreeze chicken? I can't cook the whole thing, it's too big. What I should have done was split it in half when it came. When it came from the store. But I didn't have a bag large enough to hold the other half, so I didn't cut it in half. Well, I'll figure something out. Well, I didn't get any vitamin D today. Well, not from this walk. There is no sun out. No sun at all. Well, let's say no sunshine, because I know the sun is there because I can see. It's not nighttime outside. So the sun is there. I don't know what my pace is, but I think I'm walking slower today than I would normally walk. But I set a goal. My goal is 20 pounds in 2.5 months. And I gotta do some figuring so I can figure out how many pounds I need to lose per day or whatever. Back on base. We're doing good. I'm curious to know though if they're gonna cut the grass today. I don't see nothing that gives me any indication that they're gonna cut the grass. It looks bad when they don't cut it. Looks real bad. You know, it doesn't look as nice and tidy as it does when they cut it. I hope they do something to it. because it's starting to look kind of raggedy. Maybe the workers are on strike. See how our grass is over here? You guys probably can't see it. Let me look at my phone and see. Well, it doesn't say. No, you guys can't really see it. But it looks bad. And we got a ton of new gopher holes. Well, you guys, I guess I could take you down the hall. You guys want to go down the hall? Yeah, because I can show you my puzzle. So come on, let's go. Wow, it's very warm in here. Alright, you guys, I gotta show you my puzzle. Almost forgot. Let me turn the light on. Too. You guys see it okay? The only part left for me to do is this part here, and that's, you can see the table through the puzzle. But I just got to get all the words, and I'll be done. Alright, you guys, that is it for today's video, and thank you for watching with me. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!